Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to a live Tiki mug unboxing. Now, I usually do these recorded just in case, a friend sends one that didn't go so well. But I felt today was a day to do a live one and throw caution to the wind. So here we are. And since I posted the links about 20 minutes ago, the mail showed up with more mugs. So yay. All right. So I do these mug unboxings to demonstrate to people the good and the bad of shipping. A lot of us who collect mugs, we've been at the short end of the crappy shipping stick more than once, unfortunately. So let's hope all these are shipped very well. And as I unbox, because I've been selling online for 21 years, I do give some tips and tricks for those of you who are new to it or struggle with it, because I know that's one of the biggest when you sell anything online, or if you pick up a mug for a friend in one city and you're shipping it to your friend in the city he lives in or she lives in, maybe you're a little afraid of it. So yeah. So let's dive right in. Now, the only thing I did to prepare was, because I always forget to do it, I cut the tops open. I didn't look in, I didn't peek, but instead of watching me struggle to get the tops all cut open, I thought I'd get that done. All right, let's start with, let's see, which one is this? Yes. This is from Tiki Oasis. This is the Baby Doe mug of a Baby Doe and Otto fame. So let's see. Now, I think Otto does the shipping, I think. Or maybe, I think maybe their kid was helping with the shipping. So we'll find out. All right. So good thick box. Little padding on the bottom. And then box within a box. Now, I see this discussion all the time in Tiki groups. You do not necessarily have to ship a box in a box. It kind of depends on the mug, the fragility of the mug, the age of the mug. And look, if you're shipping most Hmong Tiki imports or Tiki Farm mugs, most of them are pretty thick and hardy. They don't need all this extra, okay? Not bad, but sometimes people go overboard, and then their box gets too big, and they spend way too much money on shipping. And I hate to see anyone, whether you be the buyer or seller, wasting money on shipping. Don't do that. All right. Packed with packing paper. And it's such a cool mug, and so different because the mug's got some earrings. So let's gently peel off the blue painter's tape, which is a good use of blue painter's tape. If you're not aware, blue painter's tape will hold things in place, but it doesn't really leave any residue. And for the most part, is easy to peel off. Now, I'm being gentle because I don't want to ruin the earrings. And very smart of the Tiki Oasis gang to not have that banging around. The reason things get broke when you ship them is because your item has room to move. That is probably 90% of the reasons why something gets broke. Your item shouldn't have any room to move. Look at that. That's pretty bitchin'. That is a bust of Baby Doe. Made by the same people that made the Denison mugs. Ekum bookum. So very cool mug. Good job, Tiki Oasis crew. Woohoo! All right, set that back over here. Put that box out of the way. All right, now we're gonna go for a mug to something else, but just as cool on the Tiki tip. And hello, everyone. Thank you for all. I was gonna open these mugs, and I'm like, duh, let's do a mug unboxing. I haven't done one in forever, and this way I can get them open, get them put away in the collection. All right, so a fan of my shows and a couple of my Facebook groups wrote me from Canada and said, hey, I found these Tiki lights. I would love to send them to you. So this is from Nicole, and let's see how she did. So bubble wrap. All right, so far so good. And I don't hear any movement of the lights. So again, you got to pack the void, because if those lights can bang back and forth into each other on their long travels from Canada down to Las Vegas, that's where the damage shows up. So boom. Look at those. Oh, yes. Party lights for the backyard. All right. Just one old big piece of bubble wrap. Cool. Ta-da. And there the lights are, in good shape. Now, not as fragile as a mug, per se, but you know, you want to make sure your stuff gets there. So very excited to hook those up and get those plugged in. Now, I'm all for reusing boxes. All for reusing boxes. However, don't use a box that's already been used that has been compromised. And compromised boxes are boxes where the corner got a little crushed or there's a hole in it. Anything that breaks down the integrity of the box could have catastrophic events. This box was okay, but it has definitely seen its better day. Okay, so it is definitely dented and stuff. It made it to me just fine, but I will not use this box anymore, other than maybe cut the cardboard to stabilize certain things that I need a little extra cardboard for. The box that I got from the Tiki Oasis crew, oops, I'll show everybody the address, brand new box, and still good, no damage. This will be reused for sure. All right. Let's do that one last. Okay, so this is from my buddy Paul. Paul's in the chat, I think. Hi, Paul. Paul was nice enough to swing by the warehouse in Marina Del Rey and pick me up some of their new kick-ass mugs. And he said, how many do you want? I said, send me 4. So there wasn't a lot of void, but Paul filled it on all sides with some packing peanuts. So let's see if I can pull one of these out without making a gigantic mess that my then teenage assistant would have to clean up later. There we go. Not too bad. And such a cool mug. So if you're in the Marina Del Rey area, or if you got a friend, these mugs are cheap. When I say cheap, I mean inexpensive, not cheaply made. Just they're not charging a lot. And so the good thing, so Paul didn't use a lot of peanuts around there. You should be, if you're just doing like a mug where you're wrapping in bubble wrap, should be 2 inches on either side. This mug is in a box with specific styrofoam for this mug. So this mug's already locked into place in this box. Then it's in this box and a little bit extra peanuts. So that's good. Some people get so wigged out, they would not put all 4 mugs in here, but it's good. It's perfect. Paul did an awesome job. And without further ado, there's the mug. How cool is this mug? Now, if you've never been to the warehouse in Marina Del Rey, it's quite a sight to see. It's a very cool place. Not tiki per se, nautical. They make tiki drinks, but made by Geeky Tiki. So everyone who bashes on Geeky Tikis in the terms of the pop culture mugs, they do make some other cool stuff too. So I like this mug. Woohoo! All right. So we're going to take one quick left turn, and then we'll get to the last mug. I host 2 weekly YouTube shows, one on Thursday night at 8 o'clock East Coast and one on Sunday at 7 o'clock East Coast. And, my mom wants one of those mugs. I kind of figured you would, Mom. All right, your name is on it. So on my Thursday night show last week, I had a guest on there, brand new eBay sellers, and it's a mother-son team, and the son is 10 years old. And so I wanted to buy something from him to give to my honey, who's not watching right now, so she'll be surprised when she gets home. But I wanted to see how a 10-year-old did on packing. So used a padded flat rate envelope, not flat rate, excuse me, just a padded envelope. And on the inside, invoice, good job. I like putting an invoice in, and I like receiving an invoice because I order a lot of stuff and I never remember what I order. So I like seeing the invoice. It kind of reminds me. And also, I don't open my mail in a timely fashion. Usually, this is all this week's mail, so I'm doing pretty good. That's very nice. Thank you very much for your order, your support. We appreciate it so much. We look forward to being on your show. We have already learned so much from watching your videos. Thank you, Jennifer and Bo. All right, so they boxed it up inside a padded envelope. A lot of tape. All right, so I know Jennifer's watching. I think Bo's here. Hey, Bo. Don't use newspaper. Newspaper is always a no-no for a couple reasons. A, newspaper weighs a lot more than peanuts and bubble wrap. And B, if you are going to use packing paper, because you can use packing paper if you're using, say, a flat rate box because the weight won't matter. But also, newsprint gets ink on your customer's hands, and it's just annoying. So don't use newspaper. But because they wrapped the item in tissue paper very nice, the print ink won't be getting to my item. So that's cool. So let's tear this open. And there's Jennifer right now. So Jennifer, is Bo sitting next to you? Is he worried? Did you guys do a good job? It feels in one piece. All right. Tissue paper, tissue paper, tissue paper. Hey, Lee. You can pack plastic tiki buckets in tissue paper. Yeah. Yeah, you can keep your tiki buckets. All right. So, oh, there's Bo. All things Bo. So, I wanted to buy from the new sellers that I had as guests on my show because I wanted to support a brand new seller. Plus, this was cute, and I wanted to give it to my wife. So she's running some errands, so she is not watching right now. So when she gets home, this will be there for her. So not tiki at all, but still a breakable. Still's got to be packed the correct way. And good job, Bo. Good job, Jennifer. It got to me in one piece, and Stacy will be excited. Yeah, yeah. So you can use paper, like I said, if the weight isn't going to matter, like the paper in the bottom of the Tiki Oasis one, no print on it. Matter of fact, a friend who moved out of Vegas many years ago said, I have all this newsprint paper without the print on it. You want it? And I've been using it quite a bit over the last 6 years, and I still got a ton of it. He had so much. So, all right. Last but not least, my buddy Karen lucked into a Tiki mug collection, and she has like 170 mugs, and I'm helping her sell and find new homes. And out of the 174, I think. And out of the 174, I wanted just one mug. So I said, Karen, I want one mug. And apparently this box at one point was used for poker chips, because unless she sent me some poker chips. But like I said, good reuse of box. This box is very square. There is no compromised parts to it. So I do love a reuse. Now, I'm sure the mug's gonna be fine, but a little tip for Karen, because I see her in the chat. Hi, Karen. And for everybody. Now, if you've ever made a Mai Tai or any shaken tiki drink, you know that you need to put more of the cube ice, the small ice, the good ice, in the glass than the top. Because when you shake it, part of making that drink, it dilutes down a little bit. And so when you shake it vigorously for, 15, 20 seconds, and then pour it back in the glass, it's perfect. Same with peanuts. You see how the peanuts are not up to the top? Karen probably packed the peanuts to the top, and then as it moved from the East Coast to Vegas, it started to settle. So, and look at it, cute little note, enjoy. So when you put your peanuts in, have them be just a smidge rounded above this line. And always give it a shake. Let them fall down into the crevices, give it a little bump, 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 and then you'll be good. All right, so let's get this mug out of here because it's a badass mug. Karen, wouldn't that suck right now if this mug was in 17 pieces? That would really stink. All right, now you did have the bubble wrap around it, but not taped. So as I'm trying to pull it out, it's just unfurling. Now this one seems taped, but if you're going to put more bubble wrap around it, actually give it a little bit of tape. Another little tip: some people like to reuse their bubble if it's in good shape. If you're using clear tape, it's kind of hard to see where to get the tape off. So if you can have some type of colored tape or brown tape, eBay has tape with the word eBay on it. It's easier for the customer to find the tape and peel it up. That's just a little bonus tip. There's Baby Doe. Yeah, your team did a great job. Well done. And I already can see the mug. This is just luckily for me, for all you, this is a well done all the way around because, wow, look at that. The Red Devil by Thor. Now, the reason I wanted this mug for sure is because for those of you who know, maybe don't know, my wife's home bar is called the Den of Sin. We've had our mug made by You Can Book 'em. We've had 3 glazes, and our kind of mascot is a devil. So any tiki devil thing or closely enough related ends up in the Den of Sin. So I definitely needed that in the Den of Sin. So good job. Good job, Karen. Good job, Jennifer and Bo. Good job, Baby Doe, Otto, and your kids. Good job, Paul. Thank you all very much. Now, if you're into Tiki and you are not in my new group, now it's a new group to me, but it's not a new group. I've taken over and I'm doing some updating. So the group used to be called Tiki Collectors. It is now called Polynesian Pop Tiki Collectors. You can find it on Facebook. It is a public group. And, you know, like with all the Tiki groups, there's just a lot of sharing. Hey, look what I found. Oh, I tried this rum tonight. I checked out this new Tiki bar. But now that I'm running it, I like to bring an element of teaching and learning and interactions. So with my takeover of the group, we're going to be having a lot of mixologists do some lives with me like this, making drinks. And we're going to be chatting with some Tiki mug makers and carvers and artists in the community. So, and I have a giant collection of all things Tiki. And I got a lot of pieces that are so rare that my nerd Tiki friends who are way nerdier than me and have even more of a knowledge than me, and I got a pretty big knowledge, they're even like, dang, I ain't never seen one of those. So that's kind of things we're going to be sharing in the group. And then if you're into Tiki and you're in the group and you want to learn something, you got something that you want to share, I'd love to hear it. So hit me up. But find it on Facebook, Polynesian Pop Tiki Collectors, and we'd love to have you over there. This is just kind of the beginning. This is my first Tiki mug unboxing since I took over the group. And I introduced myself to everybody last night, myself and my wife. And like I said, I got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So thank you all for tuning in. Do me a favor, give me a like down below if this is the first time. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're on any of the Facebook channels where I'm broadcasting live, that's cool too. But if you get a chance, head over to my YouTube channel. Those of you on YouTube, give me a big old thumbs up right there. And if you've not subscribed before, subscribe. Click that bell. That bell lets you know when I'm going live. And like I said, I do 2 weekly shows on YouTube based around thrifting and selling online. So if that's something that you're interested in and you haven't ever done it, I'd be happy to help you, get you going. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. Good to see everybody in the chat. Yeah, can't wait to go home and put my new mugs away. So thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful afternoon. And I hope to see you around the Tiki bar. Oh yeah, speaking of, since you tuned in live, if you happen to be anywhere near Ventiki on Friday, you might bump into me. If you do, say hi and say, hey, man, I'm from the Polynesian Pop Tiki Collectors Group, and I'll give you a pretty cool Mai Tai glass. So you're the first to know. So if you're in the Ventiki area on Friday, swing on by. If you see me, I got a gift for you. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye, everybody.